Oh, great, great. So, just let you guys introduce yourselves, and then I'm gonna just let you present right now, and
Sure.
we'll go from there.
All right, so for everybody, we are EOS Meso from Mesoamerica. Mesoamerica is in between the North and the South of America. We are in the country called Guatemala right now, and we're here to present a tool we developed called Vote EOS. I don't know if you guys have noticed that we are all the time going around in Telegram chats, going around in circles, discussing the same ideas. I don't know if you've been around for a while, but it's getting frustrating for many of us who've listened to many of the ideas for a while now, and want to start to evaluate what ideas actually have the weight of the token holder support. So we developed a tool that Stuardo is going to let you know about. He's our lead developer in this project. But before we go into that, just want to let you know, in case you haven't heard of us, we are EOS Meso, and you can come check out our proposal for block producer candidacy in the following link I'm pasting right now, which is our main page. And we also have a several tools that you can look at to understand what we are all about. So in summary, we are a coalition of developers, IT professionals, entrepreneurs, venture capital, activists, artists, university faculty, and trustees, and we're banded together as a block producer to bring the benefits of the to our region. So thanks for listening to our talk, and please, Stuardo, take over and tell them all about Vote EOS.
Sure, let me share my screen, because that will be easier for you to see. So this is the page that we've built. This is voteeos.info. And the idea was to centralize the information and the proposals and the changes, because EOS is a tool that was designed to be evolving. And it started with the initial proposal to change the constitution, if you remember, a couple of months ago. And the idea was to put everything on chain, so we have all the proposals stored in chain. If we go, for example, to any tool that allows us to read the chain, it will see that all the proposals, all the votes, all the comments, and everything is stored on chain. So we have, for example, here, this was a constitution change proposal, and it's split between articles, and we can see here the link to the transaction that stores this proposal on change, and we can see here comments about this specific article, and we can see that we can vote or downvote a comment. So the idea is to see what we are all agreeing instantly, because every time I click, for example, on here, it will ask me for my Scatter account to, oh, here it is. We can see Scatter, and it's telling me that it's for the proposal number 2. That's the ID of the proposal. And if I accept this transaction, it will immediately, here we see the EOS authority tool that told me that the transaction was approved, and we can see now that the votes number decrease, and it will add or decrease the depending on your stake. So depending on the user stake, show us more or less votes. For example, here we see another vote that has a lot of votes, and our idea was to store everything on chain, and instead of having like Jose said, tons of Telegram channels and scrolling and trying to find everything that was talked, and we can fit the proposal with our comments, what we think it works, what we think doesn't work. And for example, we can now see if we go to the chain browser, we see if I reload, we can see the transaction of the vote. And that's the latest vote. This is the proposal number 2 that we see before, and this is the new transaction and the vote. And we can see if I click on the down vote, it would ask me for my scatter account again to approve the transaction. And there we have.
Yeah, so in summary, Stuardo, let me see if I'm making it cool and you agree with this. This is a tool where people can use their EOS and vote for what they agree with or what they disagree with. And they can also make their own proposals to what should happen. Let's say, for example, I'm of the school of thought that we should eliminate the worker proposal system. I can put my proposal in there, and we can see with the votes of the stakeholders how many people agree or how many actual votes agree, correct?
Correct. You can immediately go here in create proposal. It will show you a form asking you for the details of your proposal.
Right, and is this tool ready to go right now, Stuardo? Can you use it right now?
Yeah, if you go to voteeos.info, you can see the site live. My
right.
network.
I would, if you don't mind, Stuardo, and if people have any questions, please feel free to interrupt and ask. We'd be glad to keep on showing you how it works. But if you have any questions, just go ahead right now.
Here you can see the form where you can put your proposal. Like you said, eliminate working proposal. And this is a general, and here you can describe what you mean with that. And the content, you can create a longer description. You can even add images because this is a markdown field. We can see, for example, the people from EOS tribe put a proposal to reduce the threshold from 100 EOS per day to 50 EOS per day. And we can see here their proposal. And this proposal is storing on chain. We can go here and click on the actual transaction that created this proposal. And you can add images. You can do it very graphically for the user. And our idea was to create a tool designed for the user, to the end user, because we don't want people to go to the command line to vote or downvote for a proposal, or to go to the command line to create a proposal. The idea is to go to every person and make it easier for them to create proposals and or vote or downvote for those changes.
Basically, Stuardo, what I see is the tool is ready to go, and all that is missing is more proposals, right?
All what is missing is people using it.
All right, so there you go, EOS community. EOS Meso offers to you this tool that we hope you will be using more and more instead of Telegram. If you are agreeing with me that we have gone around and discussed all the possible ideas, or many possible ideas, and we still don't know, like, what does the community actually think, like the token holder community? How do we weigh these ideas? Now we have a tool to do that, so we hope you guys take advantage of it and help us to bring more people so that we can actually start making decisions instead of more chats. And we are open to any questions if you guys like.
Hey guys, that's I had a quick question. I actually put that in the ask a question, but how does this compare with the referenda smart contract that Daniel Keys talked about yesterday? Is it pretty similar? I mean, you know, tallying the votes, being able to propose anything you want. Is that very similar to what they were talking about with the referenda contract?
Yeah, what they were creating or they are creating is the backend where you can, the smart contract and everything where you can store the proposals. And our original idea was to create the front end, the other layer that connects and allows people to use, to actually use their backend. But it was a moving target. They were changing because everything in EOS is always changing, and that's a good thing. But we wanted to have something ready for people to start using, so we created our own backend, our own smart contract, and store all the information in our. But easily we can adapt or change the interface instead of storing the proposal and the votes and everything in our smart contract to theirs. The tool is just a front end that we can easily adapt to anything that changes. Currently, we don't want that because they are still implementing new ideas and changing everything. And we will hold until that's stable enough to so we can adapt our tool to them. But currently, you can use both EOS.info until that's ready.
And
Okay,
I
yeah,
would add to that, June, that I think the difference is in the scope. So we wanted, at the moment, what this does is it allows you to, you know, present an idea and weigh token holder support, full stop. I think they're trying to build something a little more comprehensive that is actually a binding thing that, links those votes to an actual change in the code base at the end of the day. I think that's what they're trying to build, like the whole suite of solutions. You can think of this as more of a polling system where we're just like, all we want to know is, does this idea have support or not? Or is it a very negative support for this idea? That's what this tool is right now, and it works already. So I think it's a different approach.
Yeah, no, thanks. Impressive work, guys. You guys have it up and running, and it seems like it's working. So, kudos to you. Great job. So,
well, and yes,
the other thing that we need also are your votes. Yes. For us to be a standby blog producer, because we have many ideas to make this grow. Everything is on GitHub because the Constitution asks us to publish everything as open source. But we do want to make it to make improvements. So we are asking for your votes.
all right, guys. So yeah, you know, if you guys are voters out here, all the token holders, yeah, these guys are doing great work. So yeah, really appreciate what you guys have. And I think, you know, and the other thing is, you know, people should try it out and use it, and kind of use it as the polling mechanism that, you know, to get signals just today. So so really appreciate you guys. We'll bring in the next speaker here, but really appreciate it. Hope, you know, you guys have a great rest of the day. If you have any, actually, do people know how to contact you? Oh, there is the website over there. So, and there's the links. So, sounds good, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye.